Today we're taking a look at some NBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, April 20th, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So here are my betting suggestions for New York Knicks vs Charlotte Hornets match. Last time out for Charlotte, they finally ended their 4-game losing streak with a win over the Portland at home Sunday. The New York Knicks have been one of the hottest teams in the league over the last 2 weeks, as the Knicks are currently riding a 6-game winning streak after defeating New Orleans in overtime on Sunday. The Knicks are now 31-27 overall and are in the 6th spot in the East. These teams play for the second time this season, as the Hornets blew out the Knicks 109-1988 back on January 11th. The New York Knicks are a -5.5 points home favorite over Charlotte tonight, and the game total is set at 209.5 points. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Hornets are 4-0 ATS in the last 4 meetings overall. The Hornets haven't been at their best, but they will be feeling so much better after stopping a 4-game slide with a nice win over the Trailblazers on Sunday, while the Knicks are coming into this game with plenty of momentum after beating the Pelicans for their 6th straight win. My first betting advice for that game is to pick New York Knicks -6. The Hornets are 4-9 ATS in their last 13 games against a team with a winning record, 2-7 ATS in their last 9 games as a road underdog, and 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games overall. The Knicks are 4-0 ATS in their last 4 home games, 22-8 ATS in their last 30 games as a favorite, and 19-6-1 ATS in their last 26 games overall. The New York Knicks look to build on their 6-game winning streak. The New York Knicks are averaging 106.1 points on 45.2% shooting and allowing 104.5 points on 44.1% shooting. Julius Randle is averaging 23.7 points and 6.1 assists, while RJ Barrett is averaging 17.3 points and 5.7 rebounds. Derrick Rose is the third double-digit scorer, and Alec Burks is dishing 2.2 assists. The New York Knicks are shooting 38% from beyond the arc and 77.4% from the free throw line. The New York Knicks are allowing 33.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.7 rebounds per game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 209.5. Now here are my betting suggestions for New Orleans Pelicans vs Brooklyn Nets match. The Pelicans host the Nets on Tuesday night in the second and final meeting between these teams this season. The Nets won the first matchup in a blowout 139-111 on April 7th in Brooklyn. Unfortunately, 2 of the Nets' 3 leading scorers in that game won't play on Tuesday, with Kevin Durant out with a thigh injury and LaMarcus Aldridge retired. Sunday's road loss to the Miami Heat has people talking about the Nets, and they aren't the good kinds of conversations either. We'll see if they can turn things around in Tuesday's road trip to meet a Pelicans team coming off 3 straight losses, including a 122-112 overtime loss at the hands of the New York Knicks. Despite not having Anthony Davis and LeBron James in the lineup, the Lakers have shown legitimate grit in their ability to win big games. But they also do the one thing the Nets have seemed incapable of doing this season: they play good defense. The Pelicans have been frowned upon as one of the league's most underachieving teams, but they still boast the 7th highest scoring offense. They've been even more dangerous when playing on their home floor, with an average 115.8 points per game. The Nets couldn't guard a mannequin on defense, and they'll be overmatched on the glass. They have been one of the worst rebounding teams in the league in their last 3 outings. That doesn't bode well when heading on the road to face a Pelicans team tied for the most rebounds in basketball when playing on their home floor, 57 RPG. My first betting advice for that game is to pick New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans aren't a team I'm thrilled to back in the favorite role, given they've lost 7 of their last 11 games and struggled defensively. but they do need a win here to stop the bleeding, and they do win at home by an average of 2.1 points. The Brooklyn Nets have been hit or miss over the last week or so, and they'll be without Durant and Harden for this contest. The Pelicans should win this game. I'll lay the bucket. The Brooklyn Nets have been in fine form as they've won 8 of their past 12 games, but they will be hoping to bounce back after falling just short against the Heat in a 109-107 road loss on Sunday. Landry Shamet led the team with 30 points on 10 of 15 shooting off the bench. Kyrie Irving added 20 points with 9 assists, while Joe Harris chipped in with 12 points. As a team, the Nets shot 47% from the field and 17 of 43 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the Heat in a close contest, until falling painfully short as the Heat's Bam Adebayo drained the game-winning shot at the buzzer to steal the game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over. Now here are my betting suggestions for Orlando Magic and Atlanta Hawks match. The Magic enter this contest losers of 2 straight after falling at home to the Houston Rockets Sunday night, as the defense allowed over 50% shooting to the struggling Rockets along with a total of 16 trays. Orlando, on the other hand, finished the contest making 45% of their shots along with 34% from long range, with Dwayne Bacon leading the way with 22 points, despite missing 4 of 5 from deep. Aside from committing 15 turnovers, the Magic were also out-rebounded by a 43-36 margin, 10 offensive boards. Orlando also failed to cover as 1-point dogs in the contest and are a dismal 1-4 ATS in their last 5 outings. The Hawks moved to 31-26 on the year as they were able to atone for an 11-point home loss to the Milwaukee Bucks to take out the Indiana Pacers at home Sunday by 12 thanks to another huge night from Trae Young, who posted 34 points while dishing out 11 assists on 9-21 shooting. 3-9 3-FA. The Hawks also possessed 3 20-plus point scorers, with Clint Capella posting a monster night on both ends of the floor with 25 points and 24 boards while collecting 2 steals and 3 blocks on the defensive end. The Hawks out-rebounded the Pacers by a 51-41 margin while forcing 12 turnovers. Atlanta was able to cover as 2-point favorites and remain red-hot versus the spread, picking up wins in 8 of their last 10 overall. The Orlando Magic and their G League roster continue to slip, as they've lost 8 of their last 9 games, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 13.2 points while allowing 49.9% shooting from the field. The Atlanta Hawks win in the favorite role by an average of 7.1 points, and they're playing some of their best basketball now, which includes 48.6% shooting from the field in their last 5 games. My 1STT betting advice for that game is to pick Atlanta Hawks minus 12.5. The Magic are 5-2 ATS in their last 7 road games and 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games overall. The Hawks are 9-2 ATS in their last 11 home games and 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games overall. The over is 4-0 in Magic last 4 overall. The under is 5-2 in Hawks last 7 Tuesday games. The Magic are 6-1 ATS in the last 9 meetings. The Atlanta Hawks have been in great shape as they've won 8 of their past 10 games, and they will be looking to stay hot after blowing past the Pacers in a 129-117 home win on Sunday. Trae Young led the team with 34 points and 11 assists. Clint Capella added 25 points with 24 rebounds and 3 blocks, while Bogdan Bogdanovic and Kevin Huerter each scored 23 points. As a team, the Hawks shot 48% from the field and 13 of 32 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 35 points in the first quarter to take an early double-digit lead, before pouring in another 35 points in the fourth quarter to pull away and win comfortably after leading by as many as 20 points. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 219.5. Now here are my betting suggestions for Sacramento Kings vs Minnesota Timberwolves match. 2 of the worst teams in the Western Conference will square off on Tuesday night when Sacramento hosts Minnesota in the first of back-to-back meetings over the next 2 days. The Timberwolves are coming off a 124-105 loss to the Clippers on Sunday, while Sacramento snapped a lengthy losing streak with a win over Dallas. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Timberwolves just haven't been able to get anything going lately, and their confidence took a real hit in their blowout loss to the Clippers on Sunday as only 3 players finished in double figures in scoring. The Kings have been in worse form, but they will be feeling so much better after putting a stop to an ugly 9-game losing streak with a shocking win over the Mavericks. It's always tricky to pick games involving 2 struggling teams. My 1STT betting advice for that game is to pick Sacramento -4. The Timberwolves are 1-3-1 ATS in their last 5 road games and 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games following a loss of more than 10 points. The Kings are 1-4 ATS in their last 5 home games, 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games overall. The Sacramento Kings need a win after losing 9 of their last 10 games. The Sacramento Kings are averaging 114.3 points on 48.2% shooting and allowing 118.6 points on 49% shooting. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 25.3 points and 3.5 rebounds, while Buddy Hield is averaging 16.5 points and 3.1 assists. Harrison Barnes is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Richaun Holmes is grabbing 8.9 rebounds. The Sacramento Kings are shooting 36% from beyond the arc and 73.7% from the free throw line. The Sacramento Kings are allowing 38.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.6 rebounds per game. These teams have both been going over the total at a high rate this season. This game will feature 2 of the worst defenses in the NBA, with both teams sitting in the bottom 3. The star players on each team played well against the opposing defense in the first meeting of the season. Fox scored 31 points, while Russell scored 25. The Timberwolves have gone over in their last 4 games following a loss. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.